Hey guys, welcome back to Mooncoin. In this video, I have an BTC update, and let's see what happened to the last prediction that I gave on this channel. And let's get into the video. So this was the chart that I used previously in the previous video. So as I mentioned earlier, the market exactly played as I predicted. So the last time that we were discussing, the market was inside this range, okay, inside this pattern, big pattern. So when the market was here, okay, when the market was here, I told you that if this pattern broke to the upside, okay, to confirm the direction, we should break above this red line and make a close. So what happened, guys? It has broke to the upside, but it did not break above the red line. Okay, it did not break above the red line. You can check the last video. So what happened? The market took this 106,000 level as a supply and made a drop. Okay, so I mentioned that where could this drop could lead. Okay, so I told you that if it broke the downside and made a close above this green line, I told you that 98 and 1 lakh 1000 is reachable. So market exactly mitigated this 98,000 level. Okay, so bounce from there. So if you have catch this trade, so I told you when this green line is broken, I told you that if this pattern break shouldn't enter, but we should wait for the confirmation. Okay, I told you if this break to the upside, we should wait until the break to this red line. Okay, and if it break to the downside, we should wait until the break of this green line. So let's measure how much was the gain. So it was 5 point, it was almost 5% without leverage. If you are taken this here, if you have followed the instructions, it will be here. Okay, so the next one, if you are entered here, then the current, now you have 9 percentage without leverage. Okay, so totally it's 14% without leverage. You are in the gain. So let's see what's happening in the current market situation. So you know this is a correction wave. Okay, so I took this as, okay, I am taking this as here 1, okay, 2. I have mentioned this 1 2 1 2, but that is invalid. So this has overlap this. Okay, this is overlap. It shouldn't come like this level. So this is how I took here. Okay, so we have an impulse wave and 2 and 3 4 and 5, and we are on impulse wave. This is an impulse wave. Okay, so currently we are on a second wave here. Okay, we are on a second wave here. So we can take another way also. This is an impulse rate, so we can take this as A. Okay, we can take it as A also, and B and C. Okay, and we have another pattern here, W. This will be W, X, and Y is now creating. Y is creating now. Okay, the market is creating the Y wave. So this can be taken as 1 2 3 4 5 as well. 1 2 and 3 here. Okay, 4 and 5. Okay, so 3 is here. I took it here. So if you consider this is an impulse wave, this is in a second correction. Okay, this is in a wave 2. Okay, so if you consider this as a double zigzag, okay, if you consider WXY, so this is in a Y wave. Okay, how a Y wave should form is, it should form in a simple zigzag wave. So this we can consider impulse 1 2 3 4 5, so which we can consider it as a wave A. Okay, we can consider as a wave A. And this one, okay, we should consider here. Okay, we will consider like this. Okay, and I'll explain here in this correction. So B wave can be any correction. Okay, so B wave can be any correction here. So I have taken two scenarios. The one, if it is a correction wave, so I have taken WXY. If it is an impulse wave, then you should go 1. Okay, it should go 1 2 and 3. Okay, so I'll explain this correction wave here. Okay, I'll explain the correction wave here. So we are 1 2 3 and 4 is here, and 5. Okay, this will complete our A wave. Okay, don't get confused. This is an B waves correction. Okay, so since A waves impulse one, the B can be any correction, okay, and the C should be a impulse or diagonal here. So let's go and analyze the B wave. So that's what I'm explaining here. We have one, okay, so we have 1 2 3 4 5 here. So I'll consider this as an impulse, so I am taking it as wave A in a B in a side, okay, and C is here, okay. So if you take this another B's, okay, inside this B we have this is a simple zigzag, right? So inside this simple zigzag, the B wave is creating a simple zigzag, okay, A, B and C. So in that B wave, any correction can be happen, okay. In this B wave, any correction can be happen. So we have a flat here, A, B and C, okay. We have a flat here. You can consider this let me show you why you can't consider this, okay. You can't consider this wave as a B wave because there's no any correction in there. Only way you can do is you can consider like this, A, B and C. This is a running flat, okay, running flat. So in a big picture we are in a WXY. In that Y we are creating the Y wave. So in that the already A wave is created, okay, 1 2 3 4 5, and we are creating the B wave, okay. We are creating the B wave. So inside the B wave any correction can be happen. So we had this A wave, okay, and the B wave. In that B wave we can have any correction. So that's it, we consider it as a flat here, okay. So the flat has over here, okay, the flat has over here. So now I am expecting is for a downward movement, okay. Should be a impulse wave, should be impulse wave. So since this is an impulse, so this should be a impulse or diagonal here, okay. And you can see it clearly here, this A B, okay, A B C, okay, both were the A also what impulse and C also were impulse, okay. So to confirm this market, we can confirm by what a break to this two lines, okay, can fall from there. So that can confirm the direction, okay. So that's what I'm expecting is, let's see where the targets can be, where if the market dump, where the market can drop, okay. So if you take a look, so we can consider this A wave, okay, and this, okay. So the range that I'm expecting is for these levels, okay. The mostly I'm expecting is 95,000 and 94,000. So there's another trend lines that I marked here. So these trend lines will be the next support, okay, if the market drop heavily. So these trend lines, this green color 95,000 92,000 will be a next good key levels, okay. So mark this out, and market should go in impulse O 1 2 3 4 5 and 1 2 3 4 5. Can make an impulse like this, I mean diagonal, or 1 2 3 4 5, okay, can go like this way. So if it reach this level we can expect a impulse from here, okay. So this is in corrective way here, so we can expect a impulse move from this level, okay. So that's what I'm expecting the market to do. So let's see what happens for the market, and let's go for another new chart and see what are things that we can see, okay, in the pattern format. So as you see here, we are having this descending trend line, market is respecting to that, and we have another lower trend line here, okay. You can consider it as here also. Let me go for the higher time frame. And this way it will be good, okay. So you see we have this bullish, okay, this is a bull flag. So market most probably should break this level right now, but I'm expecting a drop from here. Okay, so you can see that in the lower time frame you can see another bull flag here, so it has broke to the upside, made a retest to the big trend line, and the market is, I think this is making a fake out here. Okay, market can drop all the way like this. Okay, so consider that 1,06,000 level, and if it break down you can look for short entries. Okay, and if this pattern broke to the upside, now still it's struggling to break, right? If this broke to the upside, you can can take a long entry. Okay, and you should break this level. This level should be breaking. Yeah, this will be a next resistance. If this break and like this, you should go like this. Okay, should break this 1,10,000 level to confirm that. Okay, you can still be in a long position. Okay, you can still be in long position, but I mentioned that that 1,06,000 level, right? If that broke to the downside, you can consider closing the position and will go for a downward, I mean a short position. Okay, so you can be in a long position until we have a break below the 1,06,000 range. Okay, so that's it for the video, guys, and I'll update if anything I spotted newly. So let's meet up on another crypto market update. Bye.